Good evening, class. We are doing our international project on Walt Disney. I am Krishan Winston.
I'm Matt Smith.
I'm Melissa Miles. I'm Michaela Hawkins Marshall. So, an overview of our project, we're going to be covering Walt Disney's success in the entertainment business through the Walt Disney Company. We're going to provide background and history of how the company went international, provide political and economic risks and global competitors, and the use of advances in technology for the company, operational costs, uses of motivational frameworks, and relationship with other international countries, environmental assessment of the company plus strategic recommendations, and we chose France as the host country for the project.
The Walt Disney Company is a leading diversified international family entertainment and media enterprise, in accordance with its subsidiaries and affiliates. It provides entertainment through the following ways: media productions, parks and resorts, studio entertainment, consumer products, and interactive media. Walt Disney was founded by Walter Ellis Disney. So the mission is to be one of the world's leading producers and providers of entertainment and information. It was recognized with 2017 Top Innovations in Diversity and Inclusion Awards. It honors corps, organizations, and institutions that develop incentive solutions in areas of workplace diversity and inclusion. Disney stories, characters, and experience reach out to over 100 countries. Owns several media outlets, including ABC and ESPN. Its external stakeholders are non-governmental organizations, NGOs, multi-stakeholders initiatives, MSIs, labor unions, peer companies, multilateral institutions, government agencies, socially responsible investors, and industry associations. Now, the industry consists of a mass media, TV and production, video games and productions, parks and travel, which includes Disney theme parks, Disney resorts, Disney cruises, and other things. It also includes fashion, clothing, accessories, makeups, collaborations with MAC, and jewelry collaborations with Zales. Walter Disney and Company history. Pioneer in development of animation as an industry, one of the most famous names in the animation industry in history. Disney stock has dropped 1.03 and is priced at 104.23. Walt Disney Company and Disney World originated in the U.S. in 1923. It has been branched out to cities such as Paris, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Dubai, and Shanghai. Main development changes usually occur within theme parks. Includes rides and activities, cruise ships, and providing customers with complete entertainment. Now we're going to move into the main competitors. This includes the mass media industry, which is Viacom, Time Warner, Fox, Sony, CBS, and Comcast. SeaWorld Entertainment Incorporated, Universal Parks and Resorts, Centos Development Corporation, and Park Asterix. Host countries is France, and the competitors include Griffin Entertainment, Campaign, Star Parks, Belgium, In Liquidation, and Merle Entertainment. Walt Disney customers consist of children from months old to elders. The company is doing good as it was recognized for the Corporation of the Year Award on October 6, 2017, in efforts to work with diverse suppliers, including education events. Disney's commitment to suppliers diversity helps the team to find innovative, cost-effective, and high-quality solutions to help its business achieve business goals.
Walt Disney's risks and advancements include political risks, which are trading practices and procedures, cultural differences, terrorism, cyber attacks, and level of power distance. They can avoid those by keeping up with laws for trade, keeping up with global news, monitor their entrance into facilities, collaborate globally to allow smooth transitions and changes across the globe. Economic risks include unexpected costs, overruns, failure to bring in revenue, ability to of costs, investments in technical developments, and they can avoid those by regulatory environment includes laws and regulations of the government and host countries. Technological advancements are the Magic Band, a digital wristband that acts as a ticket, hotel key, credit card, and tracker all in one that effectively declutters and streamlines the park's experience. The CSR efforts include environmental impacts, which are they reduced their emissions by 37% and diverted waste of 45% in 2016. They plan to reduce emissions by 50% and waste by 60% by 2020. They also established the Disney Conservation Fund in 1995, which aims to protect wildlife and wild reserves. Their social impacts include $400 million in donations to nonprofits and 23.1 million books to schools and children. They also donated 2.9 million hours of community service by Disney employees in 2012. Positive impacts towards companies include efforts recognized by consumers, helping them gain customers, revenue, brand value, reputation, and employee recruitment, motivation, and retention. Their CSR challenges, however, includes wage disparity between U.S. employees and international employees, cultural differences and differences in cultural values, meeting environmental goals for 2020, and increasing amount of donations made thus far. The stakeholders include their employees and their families, the customers and their families, anyone receiving donations from the company, wildlife and nature, which are the environmental stakeholders, and nonprofit organizations. The company's SWOT analysis includes strengths of wide coverage of Walt Disney's cable network and strong bands leading to good market position. Their weaknesses are overdependence on single reign of unfunded pension obligations. Their opportunities are increase in the demand of online TV and video globally and growing game market. And their threats include increasing rate of piracy and intense competition.
When comparing Disney's values to Hofstede's value dimensions, they use uncertainty, avoidance, and individualism. Countries such as Japan or France have a high level of uncertainty avoidance. The Walt Disney Company does an impeccable job of valuing democracy, achievement, and individual initiatives, setting the moral code for operations no matter what the host country is. Our host country we chose was France. A little bit of background on the country. Has a romantic culture known to cherish their historical achievements. They're intellectually superior to the length and significance of their historical achievements. Their authority is centered around chief executives. The proper way to behave is formal. They show respect for the hierarchy and stick to logic at all times and have a low tolerance for uncertainty and ambiguity and are open to expanding operations into their country. Some cultural differences within the Walt Disney Company. Operational conflicts are always a possibility, and operations are not going to be the exact same in each host country. Countries with high individualism seek the best results for the greatest number of people, maximizing customer satisfaction. For example, Japan's theme park was altered in many ways to fit their cultural preferences, such as redesigning a log fume ride because of close proximity. And it's rude to Japan's culture to do so. Another main reason for going international was due to its ability to acknowledge cultural differences, which is why the Walt Disney Company has been so successful in doing so. They have expanded to allow them to generate more profits and increase customer loyalty. And using their knowledge of cultural importance to some countries has come to their advantage and allowed them to expand larger each year.
All right, so for the company strategy, formulation, and implementation, Walt Disney Company uses two corporate-level strategy management approaches. For the first one, they use globalization, which is establishment of the worldwide operations and the development of standardized products and marketing. The second thing they use is regionalization, which is local markets that are linked within a region, allowing more local responsiveness. They also use entry and ownership strategies, which includes exporting, licensing, franchising, contract manufacturing, offshoring, and reshoring, outsourcing services, turnkey operations, management contracts, joint ventures, and fully owned subsidies. So as for the environmental assessment, this includes environmental scanning and continuous monitoring. They are well informed of variables around the world that are permanent to the firm and that have a potential to shape its future by possessing new opportunities or threats. So the main thing that they look into when doing business in other countries is called the scanning process, and the main things that go into this is economic risk and factors, energy availability and prices, varying fiscal strategies, political turmoil, and shifting of production and consumption. As for the environmental monitoring, this includes global risk, regional risk, and national risk. So for impacts of emerging markets, this includes high risk of political turmoil, corruption, and restrictions. Also, countries around the world developing at different rates have different risks. So companies must adjust if growth is going to continue or leave stagnant or declining stage. So as for performance, so when they perform a strategic analysis, this includes the firm's capabilities and strengths compared to its competitors. Also to evaluate competing firms on a global, national, and regional scale, and to construct a SWOT analysis. So globalization versus regionalization. Globalization is preferred for this company. It ensures that all business sectors and operations around the world are performing to its best of their abilities. It also ensures the company does not lose its value. Some advantages to globalization includes increasing competitive advantage and information of technology.
That concludes our presentation on the Walt Disney Company. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to comment.